Welcome to the call, everybody. A lot of people. Bruce Horty, good for you for coming on the call. There's a good name for a couple shout outs. You know, there's some people. Elizabeth was asking me about somebody, Elizabeth McKenzie. Now, used your name, Elizabeth. She's like, what? A big leader. And I went, yeah, she's already in. So I'm going to give you a hint, a little different here. I used to say way back when in the 90s about a business I did that exploded. We put 515,000 people in it in 15 months. On my own, well, the team, no spillover. I didn't know anybody back then, but I used to finish the call with, you know, don't dilly-dally, don't dawdle, because you're going to be calling up someone and they're going to be telling you that they're already in, or you're going to think of someone and they're going to call you because you're thinking of them. You know how that works. And they're going to say, Andiamo, have you heard about Oliabo? And you're going to go, dang nabbit. Because this thing is taking off. I believe me. Let's see how many we got. Well, there we go. Got about 15 to come on board here already. So this is taking off in a big way. My name's Malcolm Wallace. Ray's with me. Ray Herron, the master distributor. You're going to hear from Ray. Andiamo, folks. Andiamo is let's go. But it's a little different. When we go, let's go, you know, it's like me and you. Let's go together. That's what this is all about. And many of you, you know, you've come from a different business. You come from a different company. When I start this clip, I'm not going to admit anybody else. If you're brand spanking new, I want you to think about what Gordon Morton, one of the owners, we were just on with Joe just now. You early people saw him. He was saying goodbye. But this is Gordon's vision. This is what he did before. And this is what him and Joe and Curtis and Ashley are doing this time, bigger, better, and for more right reasons. Listen up.
Sometimes it's the simplest ideas that make the biggest difference. A connection to nature, a quiet faith in the greater good, a home grounded in simplicity. It's the quintessential Italian belief that health, happiness, and food naturally intertwine. The belief that these ingredients should be blended with love and care. Now combine this with something just as essential, a belief that every person, regardless of background, deserves to be treated with dignity and respect, and deserves the chance to live up to their fullest potential. Now take this worldview and marry it with a truly unique idea at the right time. Well, that'll make people stop and pay attention. A truly unique idea has the power to change everything. It stands apart. It challenges the ordinary. And in its simplicity, it can move the world forward. That simple formula, love, health, respect, and a singular, simple, extraordinary idea has the power to change lives in our community, in our country, and around the world. Life is short. Timing is everything. And this fall, everything begins.
So, folks, if that's not where you're at, wherever you are in your business venture, if that doesn't resonate with you, with the company you're already in, maybe come on over and have a look. That's my pitch for you new folks who are on this call. But, you know, for you folks who are already been on the call, we usually do a little bit where we go through the team here. I got something special for you because, you know, I spent a lot of time the last few days with Gordon and Joe and Curtis, Ashley, not so much Ashley, but you know what? Rather than me tell you about them, rather than Ray tell you about them, I have something. Well, why have I got that? I have something here for you.
It's the greatest health story in the history of humanity that's never been told.
There's a lot of different ways to make money in this world. At this point, I want to do something that's meaningful.
This is the tabula rasa. This is the blank slate.
It was a no-brainer.
Oliabo is a place where we can all come together and feel united because of one simple ingredient.
Aiming to join these guys at Oliabo is amazing, and I have a feeling that I'll be issuing apologies for those early projections being far too conservative.
This thing's going to grow like a rabbit farm on a hormone diet. So, that being said...
So to me, this is, Oliabo means heritage. It means my past. It means the history that I come from.
It's built here, and it's built here. We kind of built it twice.
The atmosphere, the culture, everything. I felt like I got it back.
There's a beautiful documented history of this wonderful botanical, with the olive tree, olive oil.
Skincare is a huge part of Oliabo as well. That is so good for external and topical use.
This was my home again.
Great, big, huge idea. You got to treat that with respect. What's most important is where we're going to be 30, 60, 90 days, 1 year from today. If you are passionate about growing this thing, a year from now, we're going to be taking our top folks and we're going to go on a little adventure to Italy, and we're going to enjoy the olive harvest together. When you get a job, you go to work for a company, but when you join Oliabo, the company goes to work for you. All this stuff that we're doing here is today. It's really for the wonderful people that represent our products, our customers, and I think you can kind of feel it. It feels like authentic, organic. So from our little home office here to your living room or wherever you are looking at this, grazie tante. Grazie mille. Thank you very much.
You know, Ray, one sec there. How many people caught that? That was Ray and Cheryl, his missus, going by in that Targa top.
Fond memories, brother. Fond memories of a beautiful area in Italy, Tuscany, and looking forward to getting back there. Hope everybody goes with us next fall.
That's what Ray's talking about. Who's going to Italy? This is you know what, this company, Oliabo, it's a made-up word. It's Italian. I'm not going to take the time. I'll just give you a hint. Italian purity meets American purpose. And we were just on a call with some international leaders about the markets, opening them up. And Joe explained all about the authenticity of the Italian purity, the culture in that country, and where this all came from and how they're going to maintain that. They did it before with another company in the early 2000s, pardon me, for a 15-year run. $1 billion, not $1 billion over 15 years. They got it to where they were doing $1 billion a year. Ray was part of that. And we're so fortunate, folks, when you listen to Ray at the end of this call, of our master distributor. This guy, I've got to know him. I called him Pop yesterday. That's how I felt like. I mean, I look up to this man. He's a wealth of talent. So, for you new folks, here we go. Oliabo, look at this. This is lifestyle. This is what it's all about. You know, Ray talks about people want two things in life: a shortcut to better health. You know, your better health looks like this. When you're healthy, you're happy. You've lost weight. You're vibrant. You're full of energy. Your aches and pains, they're bearable. They go away. You're able to not just maintain them like we happen with Big Pharma, right? They just maintain our symptoms and keep us on an insurance plan. Insurance plan is buying your drugs every day. How about we undo that and change our bodies? Now, you've heard that 100 times over, if not more. I have, but also, you know what the lifestyle is? Changing the second thing Ray talks about, your financial standing. A shortcut to fixing your financial woes. So we're going to cover both things. Going to help you with your health, and come Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern. That is 2 p.m. Mountain Time, Utah time, where the company is located, Marshall, Utah. You're going to be able to go into the back office and begin ordering. Now, don't panic, all you people. Oh, I've been here already for 2-3 weeks on this pre-launch. Am I going to miss out? No, there's no shifting around of the teams or anything like that. Nobody misses out on any until everything's shipped and everything's done. There's no commissions or, missed out on or anything like that. So trust these boys. They know what they're doing. But I want this lifestyle. I want to feel like this again. I lost my health a while back. Some of you know about that. It was a long haul to get back to where I'm at. I'm never going down that path again. And also, I lost all the money. I'm never going down that path again. Because when you've had a taste of this lifestyle, you want it all the time. So how are we going to do it? Well, it began a long time ago. Treviso, Italy. Here's Joe and Gordon's mom. She was a young lady when she immigrated from Italy to Canada and then as those boys grew up with their father, who was one of the OGs, original of network marketing in North America, owned his own company way back in the day. Gordon's 55, and Joe and Gordon remember as little boys with their dad packaging all the products in their basement and in their garage and delivering them around their town and their part of Ontario on skateboards and bikes way back when. You remember when that used to happen with network marketing companies. That's how long this family's been in the business. They grew up with nothing but income from their father being a leader and or an owner of network marketing. And that probably gave them the ideal that they would want to, after they joined Ray, he'll probably share with you, Gordon was one of Ray's recruits in a company way back when. And then they decided they would build their own company. And they've done it a couple of times. The last one was such a success. And they've gone on and built media companies and become world-class athletes, as in Joe's case. And now they're at it again. What do we got? Well, we got this, I call it liquid from Mars, right? That's what it looks like, green Martian. How many people recognize this? This is high phenolic extra virgin olive oil. This is not what it looks like in the store, right? No, I've heard of olive oil before. This is not what you got, because you're not getting what this is. This is high phenolic extra virgin olive oil. Who knew it's that brilliant green? Who knew that this botanical, this been forever in history? You know, I like to read my Bible a lot, and it's in the very first chapter of the Bible, and it's all the way through it. It's in history all the way through it. It's in civilizations all the way through it. And modern science started to bridge the gap. Around 2005, what'd they do? They started to look at the Mediterranean diet. You know, in Italy, there's a bunch of areas called the Blue Zone, where their mother comes from is one of them. That's where people live to that 100 plus years of age and healthy. I don't mean like non-functional 89, 99, 100. I mean functional, aware, life, vibrant, enjoying themselves. Common belief. Olives and olive oil are the part of the Mediterranean diet, and we all know what that's been. And then science started looking at it. It began around about 2005. Empirical evidence. I'm going to read this right here for you. High quality olive tree-derived products. Notice that? Olive tree-derived products. There's more to olive and the properties of olive oil than just the oil itself. They contain powerful phytonutrients, and they offer nutritional, very powerful, superior nutritional support. This awareness gap, this is you, folks. This is what Oliabo is about, and this is you. We're going to help you bridge that awareness gap so the world gets to see the best botanical. Joe summed it up just on that call with a couple of these leaders about what people have not known. And then Ray said, wow, when you guys got this product in your hand, which is coming in a day or two for you. Sorry, I'm a day ahead. It's already Thursday here. Look at it. You know, if you want to know who won the horse races, it's the 13th of November here. I'll give you the tip. But you know, when you get this product, Ray will tell you about this at the end of the call. The testimonials, because he's had some, Herron on the call, they've tried it. There's a couple of people. The testimonies, I've not, in all my years, I've not got testimonies about this. How's this awareness gap bridge? This, try this, the Zoom. Bring your new people onto this Zoom. We'll bridge this awareness gap. Take them to the website, all the science that's in the website, the clips, the media company that Gordon owns, that's going to keep filling everything for you, to our YouTube channels, to the Facebook groups. There are so many tools to bridge this awareness gap. And Oliabo is leading the charge, and they're setting the new standard of health. But I really believe and understand and know for a fact. Here's Janine, I'll let her in. It's also the new standard. That's what Gordon spoke about in that opening clip, the new standard of this business. Well, Gordon asked me last night on the Zoom a little bit why the company. Well, the owners. I've known the Morton boys, and I knew Gordon a long time ago through the media in Hollywood, some films. But then I watched them when I was in another company, how they excelled. We looked up to that company. All right, I'll say the name, Zango. We looked up to it. We were in a juice company, but those guys did it. They really owned it. They did it. We went, wow, if we could be them. But then I saw the culture, and now I'm learning exactly who they are. They want you to win. That's important. You see, we used to have a middle class in Western society. I know, I haven't lived over there for a long time. Probably mean, I think I'm close on 30 years since I left. Maybe not, 25, 26 years since I left North America. I like living a lifestyle, right? I love being on the beach. I love being on the islands, love surfing. I love what life offers. But you got to have financial success to do that, or just financial stability. Well, if you've got owners that create a middle class, remember that thing that used to be in North America, Australia, that middle class of income earners? There's a middle class in network marketing where people, there's not just a handful of people making money at top and most people broke. You have a pay plan that pays everybody. Well, stick with me because we're going to cover the pay plan. That's so important with this, but that takes great product to drive that pay plan. It takes great owners to drive that pay plan. So it's not all just a pay plan. But this is the new standard. The new standard in your shortcut to health, and the new standard in your shortcut to fixing your financial woes and wealth. And begins with the Mediterranean secret. That's where science started looking at this in 2005. Mediterranean secret, you know, those Italians, if you've ever been there, you see what they eat. We've all been told we're not supposed to eat all that pasta and heavy sausages and all that stuff. Well, they consume 14 liters of olive oil a year. You're like, what, Mel? I got to start drinking it out of the bottle? No, we got a solution for that. The Greeks, 20 liters. Us, well, I'm not. I'm over here in the islands, but you know, what's the average American and Canadian consume? 1 liter of crappy olive oil. You folks just have no, until you find out what we have, olive oil that you get is not olive oil. You're getting duped, right? There's such a market with this olive oil in the world, hundreds of billions of dollars, and they've been taking advantage of us because of lack of knowledge. I'll give you a hint. If you were, how many people, you can, you know, just put it in the chat or whatever you want. How many people saw that cough test that the boys did? You know, our owners know how to have fun. You see, if you're using high phenolic extra virgin olive oil, it's not that great on the palate. It hits your throat. It's a hard, peppery taste. It makes you cough. It goes rancid very quick. I don't know that most people would put it on a salad. That's for sure. But you know what science found out? There's incredible health benefits to this Mediterranean diet because of what? Olive oil. You know, Ray and Joe, their mom, Gordon and Joe, their mom would nonstop source high phenolic extra virgin olive oil in Italy. Every year when they were there, those boys were sent to live with their grandparents every single year as they grew up. Then as grown men with their own families, they go back there to the olive groves to where their family's from. And their mother would travel from upstate Ontario to Toronto to source high phenolic extra virgin olive oil and make these boys drink it. Because she knew cardio support, longevity, mortality, outliving people, but healthy outliving people, not decrepit, healthy. Brain health. We just had a discussion with Joe, and that's exploded around the world. We've got to help fix that. This will digestive health, the brain-gut connection, the leaky gut, the 2 brains you got, digestive. This is olive oil, I know, is the key. There's many things that'll help your gut. This is the key to actually do it. And the one thing that's behind all of it, most things wrong with our body, inflammation, we know that. And HP, high phenolic, EVU, extra virgin olive oil, is high in oleocanthal. That's the main ingredient that we extract for you. That has got similar pathways as ibuprofen. I just say this, oleocanthal, to make it simple for you, I'm not a scientist, you're not a medical doctor. Oleocanthal is man-made ibuprofen. This is natural, nature, God made, it's always better. Man-made ibuprofen times 200. Just giving you a hint. You see, this is the compound of what we extract out of high phenolic extra virgin olive oil. You're starting to get the hint. I'm not going to ask you to drink 14 liters of olive oil. Even though we have a product, it's high phenolic extra virgin olive oil, you can buy in a tin and use for your culinary. But we extract the polyphenols from this. The oleocanthal, I just mentioned that. That's a key enzyme. Support for joint comfort, healthy inflammatory response, brain function, and cardiovascular. The bastoside reduces all your free radicals, brain, microbial. You know what that's important for? Metabolic, vascular, inflammation, skin health. Like this is a wonder thing for just about everything. And oleuropein, that's your healthy blood sugar. The country we were just on the phone with, I live here. That's insane. You know, they love sugar. They love sweet. Everything's sweet here. But their diabetic blood sugar here in this country is off the charts. Their lifespan has dropped now. They've gone from into the 70s to the low 60s because of it. We're going to turn that around. We're going to turn that around with Oliabo. Microbial balance, weight management. Weight management. Who wants to lose some weight? I know I do. I know it's been working for me. Joe shared some few things with me. I changed a little bit of the way I ate. Things started to happen. Cardiovascular function. I'll give you a hint. instead of trying to have me, I used to be a plumber. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I've been in health for 25 years. I was in health since I was a teenager. My sport, representing the country in 2 different sport theaters. I was always about health and studied it. But don't take my word. Go to AI. This is what Ray says. Go to your favorite AI, whichever it is, and put in these words: oleocanthal, alurapine, verbascicide. Put them in. You know, I did it with ChatGTP, and I did it with Grok, Elon Musk one, XAI, somebody calls it. And I got pages. I went, that's not going to work. I just went to Google. This is what came up instantly. So if you're going to watch this on the YouTube replay, pause the clip, or go and pause the clip later. We post it. Go and find it, pause the clip, and read through this. Or just go do it yourself. You see, when I tell you something, you tend to disbelieve it. But when you do it yourself, it's truth, right? That's just an odd thing about us. But look at what happens here when we put this in. Squalene. This is very important. This is part. See, we're not just olive oil. We're not an olive oil company. We're the ingredients that come from the whole olive tree. And these ingredients are being conveniently delivered to you. How do we do it? Created a proprietary blend called Olivectin. This came from Gordon's niece, all right? And she's the one that came up with that word, Olivectin. So besides what happens with the oil, there's also pulp extract from the olive itself. There's also a seed extract from the olive itself. And then there's alurapine that comes from the olive leaf. So we've taken those extracts as well and created Olivectin, a blend of all of it. And how do you get it? Well, I told you, don't drink 14 liters. Nobody's going to do that. You purchase our Prima, which you can do on Thursday afternoon, your time in the US. You're going to be able to start doing this. You purchase Prima. This is our core product. It comes in an olive oil tin. This company's all about branding. You've seen that. It's all this 50s style, because life was great back in the 50s. And you're going to get a 30-day supply. 30-day supply, I'm going to give you a little hint. See the tin here? There are 30 pillow packs. One pillow pack, here it is, front and back, is 1 day. So the pillow packs are 2 capsules of high in oleocanthal and all the other polyphenols infused with rosemary. Super, it'd be like taking super concentrated, extra virgin, high phenolic, extra virgin olive oil and put it in a capsule. But that's not what they did. It's not just olive oil in a capsule. It's all those ingredients out of it, put it in a capsule. Why is it in a capsule? Because if you ever had high phenolic, extra virgin olive oil, it hits you in the back of the throat. It makes you cough. It's not that pleasant. So, I can tell you folks, you go, yeah, I'll buy olive oil. Well, do you? Does it do that when you put it on your salad? Does it put you off your food? Does it go rancid quickly? No, because it's not olive oil. It's not pure olive oil. It's a blend. So these 2 capsules, and then you have Olivectin. Remember the proprietary blend from the leaf extract and the olive fruit extract? It's a fruit. The olive's a fruit. So that's the other capsule. So now there's 3 capsules a day. You're popping in first thing in the morning. And then Rosa. So here's our little Italian brand, the theme that goes through everything. That's a proprietary blend of grapeseed extract. We all know that. You know that way back when, pycnogenals and how great that's been, the science behind it. Well, that's been given it also with lycopene or lysopene, as somebody might say. That's from those really super good, way back when you grew vegetables in your own garden. You get that zing on your throat. That's what lycopene is. So you got this super simple, super convenient pack in an olive tin that you get to keep. Think about this. That's sitting in your kitchen and somebody sees that tin, because you're going to keep it afterwards. And they'll go, what's that? Is that old style olive oil? And you'll be able to tell them. That's part of our branding. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, I see what I did. So now, let me move that up. I can't do that. Let's go back here for a second. Because of a little situation with the tins, we're transparent. Your first orders you're going to be able to place tomorrow, are going to come in this satchel bag. I forgot the word that Joe just used for me. It's a limited edition bag, because we just don't have all the branding and everything done with the tins and the importing and the whole lot from the supplier, but we're not going to hold it up. So you're going to get 30 pillows in this satchel that's sealed, hermetically sealed, and that's going to be what you'll receive, but it'll become tins later. So here's our core product. That's what you can do. Ray will mention about double down, what we want to do with that. You don't want to be on this on your own. You want to share it with your spouse. You want everybody in your family to be on this product. I'm telling you. So we also are going to release in a handful of weeks, 1 to 2 weeks later, Flex. This is for joint and muscle ointment. Now, this came about through Ashley Brown. You gals that saw her probably thought, what the heck is a vice president of 18 to 21 years of age doing with this company? Well, Ashley is 40. So when you see her skin line product, but the Flex came about because Ashley had a bad accident, very severe back injury. And I was probably under the bus, Ashley, if you're listening. And in her words, she was abusing ibuprofen. It was the only relief she could get, taking far too many a day. And she had used the ingredients that we have with olive oil. Yes, she's known Gordon for 18 years. Yes, Gordon knew what she was doing with her own business. No network marketing company, just direct sales, selling women's beauty products. And she thought to herself, this is such a high anti-inflammatory. It's so great for women's faces, and it turns your age backwards. I wonder if it'd help me with my back pain. And when she rubbed some on there, she called Gordon. Went, I think we got something here. So that's how this product came about. There's always a story behind everything, and that's important. So Flex, it's transdermal ointment, hyphenolic extra virgin olive oil, olivectum, that proprietary blend, but mangosteen pericarp. Remember, these boys had a product called Zango that was mangosteen and squalane. This compound of the oleocanthal, like ibuprofen, it acts through those pathways. So you've heard Herron on his testimonial and a couple other people. You take this product, you put a few drops in your hand, you rub it up and you warm it up, and you rub it on your affected area in your body. And when you have something like this that works, and everyone that's used it, it works, 15, 20 minutes, they're like, aha, I cannot believe that affliction is going. Now, I didn't cure it, and I'm not saying it's going to cure something, but it's going to fix the pain problem that you have, and it lasts for a day. So you better be ordering some of this as soon as it comes out. And then if you take what this does to help you with pain and you fix it for skincare, here you go, gals. Pure, simple, and natural. Antimicrobial, hyperallergenic, reduces inflammation, antioxidant and skin barrier. And you get what Ashley formulated to help us with this, and you get the product. So I'm just going to let Ashley tell you.
The reason that I'm doing this is honestly because of the team. I am an organic skincare formulator. So a great thing about Oliabo is we have internal ingredients as well as external. Olive oil is so good for your skin, and it mimics your own natural oils in your skin. So we're able to create beautiful products that aren't greasy, that aren't oily, that are derived from the olive tree. Olive oil is so good for your heart, is so good for your brain, and I have been obsessed since I've gone to Italy and tasted the difference between the oils. I wanted to make sure that everything was compliant to cross borders so we can enable everyone to experience our products.
I'm going to use it. I'm vain. I want to look younger. I just had my birthday, Halloween. Getting real close to that 7-0. You gals, you know how hot this will sell. What's the first thing you see when you walk into a department store? This line, right? Facial care. It's one of the biggest markets in the world. We got the best anti-aging serum. So there's 3 key core products, leading with Prima, Flex, Visalux. Add to that, and you've got a winner. So a lot of people kept reaching out to the owners and went, well, olive oil is so great. How about you guys get us some real extra virgin olive oil? So they came up with their product. Extra virgin olive oil, Oliabo olive oil, comes in a tin. Nothing added, everything gained. So now you can put it on your salad. You can cook with it. You can do a shot of it in the morning. But you know what? Because you got those 2 capsules, you don't have to do that. So there we go. That's what we're opening with for you. And there's a standard. And there was a good call just earlier we had with some overseas leaders. And Joe explained about this standard. You know, Italy's culture, they really, they take real pride on with products that actually come out of Italy, that are actually grown there, done organically, done right. And that's what this company has done. They spent 2 years at all the olive growers, finding the right kind of growers with the right mentality to have the product harvested, the olive harvested, not for when it's ready for everybody in the world, but when it would be ready, where all these purities, the qualities, and the trust of the ingredients at their highest level would be obtainable, and then to be able to package it. No, it's not packaged and sent over to us in a tin. It's sent in bulk, and then in the US, it's packaged for you guys to use. But we have an authentic seal. So I'm not going to cover a lot here, but if you've ever known what these brothers have done before, their authenticity on quality control, purity, and trust is the best. The new olive standard of health. It's also the new standard of wealth. I'm going to start, if you guys want to stay for a minute. We're not going to go real long on this. We're 8:32, 9:32. Gee, Ray, we're doing okay, right? This is lifestyle. I love lifestyle. My SurfingLife is my corporate name for what, 28 years, I think I've owned that name. All my checks have always come in that because that's my lifestyle. I love SurfingLife. I love catching waves, surfing, but I love catching business waves. I love catching waves with people, enjoying it together. And nothing excites me more than having people reach success. That's what drives me. I've had all the money in the world. It's fun, I'll tell you, but it wasn't fulfilling. But what drives me is people breaking free. Just think about this. I want you to take a minute, imagine, dream that your life could be like this in modern society. Because maybe you don't want to dress like that. But you know, I've noticed all the gals here in the Philippines are all going back to this style. I kind of like it. Imagine being able to have your little sports car roaming around. You see, they're modern. They got their smartphones. Hey, just imagine being like this guy. You know, he can put his hands behind his head because he hasn't got a weight of debt. See, when you got a weight of debt, you got that tightness in your neck and you're like, holy cow, we're just about to the middle of the month. You know, it happens in the middle of the month, right? That's when all those envelopes, well, probably not today. It's all online. You can tell I haven't lived in North America a long time. You just get all those envelopes with the windows in them. Remember? The windows were bills. And one of those windows, I've never had a credit card in my life, so I can't relate. I've always paid cash for everything and had debit bank accounts. But you know, I know a lot of people that would just love to be able to pay more than the minimum payment on their credit card. Just start chipping away at that balance. Stop having all that interest adding up. Well, that will happen if you got a pay plan that's simple, that allows those people, the multitude of people in the company, to be earning checks. Now, I'm going to throw out some big numbers as we go through this, but you know, I know that an extra $100, $200, $300, $400 is so important to families. I've been broke twice. I know how important this is. Like Ray says, when you're poor, money becomes one of the biggest things on your mind. I know how important this is. $400, the difference between a gal going down the street and thinking, if only I could go into the supermarket and buy some real beef and some real fresh veggies to feed my kids tonight, instead of buying some packaged processed food or imitation hamburger helper or whatever back in the day. You know, to be able to make more than the minimum payment, be able to get rid of a loan that you've got that you wished you never had. I want you to imagine those going, and this is a solution. It's called sunshine. That's how. I'm going to help you get that feeling because that's how life should be, right? So keep it simple. This is Gordon's idea. Me and three. Me and three. With 3 people personally enrolled, 3 legs, you can go to the top of the pay plan. So let's go through this really quickly. It all begins with Sprint money because it begins with you sharing Oliabo through Zooms, talk through your TikTok, through your Instagram, through your YouTube, through your Facebook, whatever platform you're doing, through email, through, how about the old school like I do and Ray do, pick up the phone. That works. I'm telling you. Do you share it with someone and they go, yes, I want to change my health habits. Plus, I probably would like to fix my financial pickle. So they place an order. You get paid weekly on those orders. It's called Sprint. It's Sprint income. Now, Prima is $110, 100 points. I'm just going to talk about the price on Prima. The olive oil is $35. Ray and I, we don't have the exact dollar amount yet, or maybe Ray does. Maybe you'll share it at the end for the Flex and the Visa Lux, but they're next to half the price of Prima. So $110. There's a hint for you. 100 points. There's no big spread with our company. Most companies, company I just got, I didn't get paid this week. Just put it that way. They decided because I'm building something else. Sorry, mate, you're out. But I used to have to spend $239 a month for my qualification as where I was at to get my few $1,000s a week check. Pardon me. But I only got 107 points. $239 for 107 points. They're already skimming 55, 56% off the top. They go, oh, we pay up to 60%. No, you don't. You're paying 55% or 30%. So you're really getting about 13. Here, 110 points, $110, 100 points. That's the first thing you should know. That means we're looking after you. So someone comes on board, they pay you 25%. That's 25 bucks. 25 bucks would go towards helping with a bit of a loan that you got to get paid off. Now, if you double down, so this is everybody's first month's order, all the orders for 30 days, whatever they order, because they'll order product and go, holy cow, this works, I'm getting more. So 25% of every order, so on Prima, that'd be 25 bucks. But if you want to order earn 2 levels deep, that's your people and their people, and get paid 10%, that'd be $10. You need to have a double down order. That means you've ordered 200 points worth of product. So now I'm going to be right up front here. You can join our company. You notice I didn't talk about an enrollment pack, an enrollment fee, yearly fee, any of that, right? Don't get confused with what Curtis mentioned on yesterday's call. That's just a club where you get free shipping for each year. What I'm talking about is our company does not have any upfront cost to be a member. You can join for $0. You can not order product. You're in it for $0, and you can start to earn income. And I'll explain that in a minute. So if you double down, you get 2 levels. So this would be with double down orders, $50 on the personally enrolled people and $20. This is good money right up front. Now, some of you out there, you got 20, 30, 40 personally enrolled people. Do the math. There's your opening day check. That's a good opening day check. For you folks that are just starting, you think, not sure if you can squeeze $110 out of your budget. I understand times are tough. Go out there and help 3 people and have one of them help 1 person. You got much more than your cost of your product. So sprint money up front, solve your financial woes quickly. Like I just mentioned, 30 days orders from the day they start. So for you folks, it'll be, what is today? Thursday the 13th? 13th. The 13th for you tomorrow. And they place an order for your personally enrolled, whatever those people order, all the way through to the 12th of December, 30 days. Whatever they order, you're getting paid 25%, and their people, you're getting paid 10%. Okay, got that? Sprint money up front. If you have a customer, someone says, and I've got about 4 customers already out of 40-something personally enrolled. I go, that's fine, great. What happens there? That affiliate customer, you get paid $25 on their orders for life. Whatever they order, $25. And then the rest of it is paid out through the field. See, we always pay 50%, not up to a full 50%. Now the rest of their orders after the first 30 days is into your baseline pay. This is your monthly residual. This is that money that sets you free. This is that money that builds up slowly. And by soon, you're earning more than you're earning a month in your regular day job that you don't like, and you can't make ends meet. And within a handful of, you keep your head down, your tail up, you stay focused, you keep doing those small little things, introducing a new person a day, reaching out to 1 or 2 people a day. You just keep doing those simple, basic things, and this will become more, in a month, will become more than what you earn in a year. That's not a promise. That comes with effort. It comes with focus. But I'll give you a little hint. Check the 3rd level out. You notice we pay $5. That's 5%, $5 on every order through all the levels, not diminished, but the third level's double the amount. That's the key to get to that third level. So I'm going to go through these here. Look, remember I said you can join with no money down? You're a rep. No money. There's no enrollment fee. There's no package, no nothing, not even ordering product. And our company will pay you on the first level. Well, how could I have people on my first level if I didn't order anything? You might share it with them, right? You share what you're doing and they can order and you get paid. But also, if we're building 3 legs, maximum of 5 in the end, you can have more than that. But you will, I'm not going to guarantee it, but there is a chance there will be people placing people because we have a holding tank. And you can place people below people in your team. Let me break this down really simple for you. All orders after the first month go into this pay plan. So someone comes on board, look at the bottom, they order a PREMIO pack, 100 points. It pays out $5, $5, $10, $5, $5, $5, $5, $5. I haven't been in the company that pays that much on a 100-point order. I have not been in that before, and I've been around a lot. You know, the bottom line, if you're after the money, how much money per person per month per order are you earning? How much money per person per month per order? No, I'm focusing on the money here, but we got to solve some problems. And if your team's doubling down, $10 an order and $20 on your third level. So how do you, with the customer, same thing. It's always $25. So it's half the amount paid through. 50% always paid out. So how do we get there? How do we get to where you're financially independent? Teach 3 to build 3. Pretty simple, right? Teach 3 to build 3. You start out as a rep. You have no order, no money in the game. Now you place an order and you're a kappa rep. Now we want to get to a kappa. So that's the first level, and you're doubling down on your third level. You're getting double the money. See up here in the top right, 10%. So what's the requirement? Here you are, 1 order, minimum order of 100 points, and 1,000 team. 1,000 now? I am not. No, come on. It's 100 points an order. That's 10. 10 orders in your whole team. You've got 3 people personally enrolled. That's a requirement. Go and help 3 people change their life, change their health, change their financial wealth, and they have a single order each, and you're there. Well, how would you get 10 orders out of 3 people? Have them help 3. Have them help 3. So you got 3 and 9 is 12, way more than 10 orders. And if you had double down orders throughout your team with that culture, that's half as many. You want to move up to Quinto, get paid a few more levels deep. Now you start to cover every single one of your bills. 5 levels deep. Well, you just need same thing, personal order of 100 points and 50 orders in your team of single orders. 3 legs, 3 personally enrolled people. That's the minimum. You can have more. And each team has got 10 orders in it. See that? 1,000 points, 10 orders. Pretty simple, right? It's too simple, isn't it? A couple of you leaders are going, no, I've never been in a pay plan like this. There's no having to have people at ranks below you. There's just a number. It's just straight volumes, just orders. A venti. You've gone and introduced 1 more personally enrolled. Most of you on this call already got a handful of people. There's quite a few of you out there that have got lots. Joe Santori, you're doing fabulously. Herron, I think you're at the top of the whole heap with this personal enrollment thing out there. There's people doing really well. Simone Turner, Eva Simone. There's 2 Simones, right? Janine Curran. There's so many people out there. They're in more than double digits. Some of them are getting close. Well, Herman's already into triple times 3. Here, what are you at Venti? 200 orders. Now you've got more than 1 order per month. See that? 200 points. So you got 2 Premiums. Well, you got a Premier, a Flex, and a Visa Lux, right? And you got 3 teams, 50 orders, 50 orders, 50 orders. Now it's not perfect. They could be mixed matched. But we want to get to the top. Remember Premio? That's where there was a little crown on the guy's head in that first slide. 8 levels deep. Now you've replaced your income, guaranteed. You're doing absolutely fabulous. You're even dreaming. You might be being silly, thinking you're going to get yourself a new car. Don't do that, right? Live beneath your means. Put this money away. Go and live your dreams in a little bit. Put your head down, tail up. Put 18 months to 2 years in. Then you can go spend the money. But look, this is too simple, folks. 200-point order for you. 500 orders in your team, a single. That's 250 double down orders. That's it in a team. And you got 3 personally enrolled teams, 50 orders, 200 orders, 200 orders. That's so simple. And you got 5 people personally enrolled. And these other 2 don't even have to have a team. Now, this doesn't happen perfectly, so we have some things to help you. So the first thing is we always pay out full 8 levels. And how's that happen? Dynamic compression. I'll just explain this simple. They will make sure they pay 8 levels deep as people are not qualified in levels. You know what happens in the other companies, right? When that happens, it's breakage to the company. They don't pay it out. It goes to the company. Our company will keep searching deeper and deeper and deeper to make sure 8 people are paid. They'll always pay out the full 50%. So Curtis shared this slide with me. He said, put this in your presentation, Mel. This is not me speculating. This is Curtis. You'll be getting paid 25 levels deep in an 8-level plan, 75 levels deep in an 8-level plan, or more. This is the fairest plan I've ever seen. And here's something new, horizontal compression. What's that? Remember, you need the 3 legs, right? That's 4 fingers. That's better, 3. You need 3 legs. So team 1, you know, we're talking about Premio here, right? 25,000 points. Well, that you only need 20. So you're more than qualified on your first leg. Your second leg, 6,500 points. Well, you only need 5. So you're more than qualified there. But your third leg, you're going, hey, I'm short. I've only got 6. Well, no, because you might have another leg. See, 55, and another leg with 4, and another leg with 25. Then you might have a whole pile of customers. The company does not move these people, but they'll take all of this volume and combine it to make up minimum needed for that leg to be qualified. There's no company I've ever seen do that. Why do they do that? Gordon, Joe, Curtis, Ashley, Adam want you to win. And Kent, he's going to keep track of it all because he's the money guy. So you ever see anything like that? We want you to win. Why we want you to get the Premio? Because you know what, Ray? They get a global bonus. Ray was part of a company back there 15 years where they got 3% pools. I know those checks. They were in the hundreds of thousands, not once a year. Same as this one, every 90 days. Put your head down, tail up for 30 days. Go to work. Do it again for another 30 days. Do it again for another 30 days, and you're qualified. You'll be getting a 5% bonus pool. Now, Ray can't put a prediction out there. There'd be a year down the road that we would be $1 billion company. Yet, then he went, I think I made a mistake. He just shared that on that little clip because he now predicts April. First quarter of this year, we'll already be at $1 billion company. What's 5% of the billion, right?
50 million.
Yo, man. Who wants to share in that? I got to get Ray to help you guys understand what this company does with the 5% global pool. That's better than any matching bonus. I tell you, that is so much more money and the rewards. And don't forget, it's all driven by Prima, Flex, Visa Lux, and the boys behind the whole thing. Like Gordon's younger brother says, Joe, it's safe to dream again. So I'm going to stop this here. Mr. Ray Herron, folks, for you brand new people, Ray's our master distributor. It's the man I look up to. I've asked him for a lot of help. I don't mean putting people in my business. Just give me, I thought I knew it all. But, you know, every time I speak with him, it's just a wealth of brand new nuggets. I've never met a man that's as calm as could be. And I think I know why that is, right? Because you already know, don't you?
I do. It's the first time, Malcolm, that I've had the privilege, and it is a privilege to know the outcome before we even start here, which we're starting tomorrow, which Malcolm pointed out. I've had a preview of these guys and gals, how they are, you know, how capable they are of bringing a product like this to this industry. They wouldn't dream of coming to the arena of network marketing with a common, ordinary product. They've got this thing packaged so beautifully. I love it. I love looking at it. It's packaged like, I call it Madison Fifth Avenue packaging. And it's Look, it's convenience. The number one product in the world. A guy who knew a lot about what he was talking about many years ago taught me that the number one product in the world was convenience. We have conveniently packed, I think, a trifecta of the best health that people are going to have the opportunity to enjoy beginning when they order tomorrow, showing up probably 7 to 10 days afterwards. It's amazing. Malcolm, let me say this, brother, and I mean it from my heart. I love your energy. I love your wisdom. I love your enthusiasm. You are the complete package. You do such a wonderful job presenting this opportunity called Oliabo, and you get better each and every time I listen to you. So I admire you greatly. And I really like your enthusiasm. But I do want to throw out there might have been a little bit of misunderstanding about being $1 billion company by April. I'm going to have to double check that. I'm going to have to double check that with Kent, but that seems a little bit aggressive. But you know what? Hey, you know what? All things in life are possible. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Here's what I do know: in a very short order, we're going to be a multi $100 million company, well on our way to that $1 billion. I want to talk about a couple of things. Tomorrow, you're going to get the opportunity to go into the back office. They're going to show you just exactly how to do that. And I want you to think about what I'm about to say to you. I love how many of you belong to Amazon. Send me a thumbs up. It's probably all of us. We're Prime members. I love the convenience. There's that word again. I love the convenience of being able to go and just order practically anything I want. In terms of, household items and that sort of thing. And always, because I'm a Prime member, it's always free delivery. Never have to worry about what it costs to ship it. We're going to have the opportunity, all of us here, and I want to encourage you to do this. Sign up as a VIP 365 member. You'll see a little badge there. I think it's in Italian colors. It almost looks like a police badge to me. I want you to consider becoming a VIP member. It's an annual fee of $175, and all of your shipping is free of charge throughout the year. Anything that you order. Also, there's going to be some special swag gifts for you throughout the year, special offerings on products, some special gifts. So it's going to be a smart thing for you to do. So I encourage you to do that. Do that first and go ahead and check out. You're a VIP 365 member with free shipping from now on until next year. Then go and place the orders that you want. Go ahead, Malcolm, please.
For the international members, I already talked with Joe about that. Don't panic, folks. You'll be able to do that as soon as they have all the regulatory information down pat for overseas shipping and VIP member. And so don't feel like you got left out. You're included. It's just going to be 3, 4, 5 days after the fact of tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. And by the way, a lot of people don't know this. Of that 175, it comes with 100 qualifying volume points. 100 qualifying volume points. You can't beat it. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So do that first, get that out of the way. Then you're able to go and order what you want, free shipping. So it's a red letter day in all of our lives tomorrow. It's the very thing that, all of us have said we're waiting for, excited for it to come. It's upon us now, and it's time for us to just sit back and not sit back. That's the wrong choice of words. It's the time for us to revisit what we intended to do when we started. You know my story, and I'm sure many of you sick of hearing it, but it was the magic formula for me. Mr. Jim Rohn personally taught it to me 40 years ago. Ray, build your business first 90 days like your life depended on it when you find the right opportunity. We have found the right opportunity at the right time. You get one chance in life in a network marketing company as solid as this one to be first. One chance. Here we are. So I took it to heart 40 years ago. 90 days worked like my life depended on it, because it did. Financially, dead broke behind and everything. In 90 days, I was earning more money than my friends were earning that had high paying jobs. I was making my third month check, $5,310. Don't sound like a lot. I think it's still a lot of money today. But I promise you, 40 years ago, it looked like a fortune to me. And I learned this man knew exactly what he was talking about, Malcolm. Just, 90 days, all out like you could, just do everything that you're capable of doing. and finding that right opportunity at the right time. This one is going to be, no matter what Ray Herron does, no matter what Malcolm does, no matter what you do, trust me, you can write it down and say you heard it here. This one is going to be an absolute giant of a company, and it's going to be there in record time. Why? Because it's put together properly from the beginning. I've always said there's three things that really matter to people that are looking for a good opportunity. What's the company like? Hey, listen, there's none better than this one. And what's the compensation like? It's the best I've ever seen in my 40-year career. What are the products like? Never seen product line that has this kind of promise. So shame on us if we don't go ahead and give it our best effort. A friend of mine also says often, what in our lifetime have we ever done 100%? I want to encourage you for at least the next 90 days. I prefer 6 months, but at least for the first 90 days after tomorrow, beginning tomorrow, maybe beginning tonight, that you decide you're going to give this one 100%. I want more than anything else for you to be successful. Malcolm and I, and many others that I know on this call, Zoom here tonight. Listen, it's not just idle language. We absolutely love the space of network marketing. We're addicted. We can't quit. And why? Because we've seen just what it can do for people's lives. I'm living proof. It took me from a poor boy from Oklahoma to absolute fortune, and it did it just like that. So I've had 40 years of tremendous success. Well, 32 years of tremendous success. Decided I was going to retire. I just wasn't going to find anything that I believed in anymore. Just going to retire and say, that's it for me. And I get the call from Gordon Morton, and everything changed for me. Everything. I said, number one, he had me at hello. This guy has been my friend for over 30 years. Know the whole family, the mom, the dad, the brothers, the sisters, the sister, plenty of brothers, lots of those boys, very talented boys, people that care. I mean, they're just put together properly. These guys, they got it all. And they care deeply about their distributors. And I promise you, they're going to appreciate you like you've never been appreciated before. You've got the opportunity here to, I mean, the very thing that could change your life forever. So please don't take it lightly. Challenge yourself. You're capable of the most incredible things. And you may be like I was 40 years ago. You just didn't know it. You just needed somebody to encourage you and the right opportunity that really rewards you for your efforts. You definitely are in the right place at the right time. I'm so honored to be here with all of you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I got so much gratitude these days. I'm working probably 16, 17 hours a day. Still got a lot of fire left in me for an old guy, but I'm going to be here for you all the way. Look forward to celebrating with all of you certainly in person in Italy next year in the fall. It's going to be the time of your life. I've experienced it before. It's a memory that'll be stuck in your brain forever. Malcolm, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, Ray. Folks, don't forget, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Mountain, Utah time, 1 p.m. Pacific. Be on oliabo.com, oliabo.com/launch, LAUNCH. And I'll walk you through your back office. You know, Bruce, you'll get that answer you just asked about. You have a holding tank. You have 60 days, right, Ray? Place people.
Right. 60 days. Yeah. Don't be in a hurry. You got 60 days.
60 days. Don't be opening up your account tomorrow going, oh, I wonder how many Ray and Malcolm placed in my team. You're not going to see any. We're going to see any because we're not going to jump the gun at all. We're just going to sort the whole back office out, let the company settle down, then we'll go. Do your ordering first. Consider what Ray talked about, that VIP. That's not the Founders Club. You know, the first 1,000 that order, part of the Founders Club, little recognition. That doesn't cut out you international people because they're holding so many positions of that aside for the number of people who are overseas already. But that 175, you just think about it, that's free shipping for the year. Actually, for your international people, they'll be a little different, adjusted for each country, but it's well worth doing it because when you start using this product and you start ordering more and more and more and a lot more because of what it does, you're going to go, wow, that 175 was a smart move. And Ray, they all going to follow that double down?
Yes, absolutely. That's what I was going to point out. Everybody, I don't know. I'm just being honest with you tomorrow, whether you have the opportunity to sign up on subscription or not. I know it's your initial order. It's all of our initial order, but I want to encourage you. I mean, look, if it's going to be a business for you, you might as well get paid all the business offers you. So you need to be on a double down, which is 2 Primas or any 200 PVs is what you need, 200 points. I would suggest it's 2 Primas. It's going to be a dynamic product. So double down right from the beginning. Teach that as your duplication model. It's 3 and me and you. Well, we're on 2 Primas a month. That's what I do. So people will do what I do. The people do what you do. So everybody, I mean, I promise you, it's a recipe for success and getting started properly. Everybody you qualify for the double down by being on 2 Primas, get everybody in your organization, your 3 to do the same. They get their 3 to do the same. It's not, the numbers work just like this, just like you've always heard, 3, 9, 27, 81, 243. That's exactly how it grows. If everybody knows the recipe, they can follow it. And it's up to you and I to show them. It's okay to sit down or over the phone these days or over a Zoom and just calculate how much is 3, 9, and 27, everything with a double down. I think you're just going to find just that alone on your 3rd level, just under $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month. Listen, folks, I've lived there. $1,000 a month will change your life drastically. Yeah, $1,000 a month means you can take your family out for dinner, maybe to a movie, have a little bit of entertainment, buy some school clothes. It will make a big difference. You get your level, you get your business built with a double down through 3 levels. You can't stop it then. I mean, you cannot stop it. It will grow and grow and grow. And this thing is going to be a giant. So encourage you not to miss it. You know, Malcolm, you were asking me, maybe some of you on this Zoom here tonight know, I did not see, I do a lot of these Zooms, most of them on my iPhone, a little small thing, and I don't see so well. I don't know that I've seen a price on the culinary oil that we're going to be able to get tomorrow. But here's what I will say. For me, it's free. If anybody challenges me on Prima or any product we have, and I go, well, that's interesting, for mine's free. It's always been free. Every product I've ever consumed, used, or shared in the network marketing industry is always free. I never pay because they pay me to use it and pay me to introduce it to others. So the cost it doesn't matter. Mine's free. Yours free as well. And I don't know that everybody knows this, but you'll find out tomorrow. Olive oil, if you have 4 customers using the oil, 4 customers, yours is free.
That's right.
There you go.
And
Yep.
if you look in the chat, everybody, I put a link, and there's a short clip I made that explains the whole double down. Why you want to be on that? I tell
Yep.
you. Okay. All right. So Ray, tomorrow's call, and then don't forget Sunday night, but one hour earlier, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
God bless you all.
We appreciate you. It's all you guys that are doing all of this for each other. When you understand the global pool and how we're all this in together, and we want everybody to win, especially you, that's what drives me. When you guys are getting checks, when you guys are telling me what happened with your health, when you're on the call doing testimonies and winning in business and winning with health, then I know it's a success. That's what drives me.
Thank you, brother. Thanks, everybody. God bless you. Good night. And
Thank you,
tomorrow,
guys. Great call.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, everybody, let's get started properly. Let's get some inventory so we got something to share.
That's key.
Bye, everyone.